mention my motherfucking name, I disrespect you, make you throw your motherfucking life away. Chump. You a chump to me, nigga. You and your clique. A mob ties, nigga. Y'all can suck my dick. Let me tell you something, homie. I didn't have no show. I was working with the same organization that works against you niggas. James Prince got a house full of them niggas, them sex offender peddlers. Cause the FBI want the Houston Police Department and James Prince too. Why you think Houston police keep turning the other way on all these murders, nigga? How do you think James Prince can get a police report, nigga, to an open murder investigation that includes his son? And none of the stuff is redacted. None of the information on this none of this names is blotted. How can James Prince get access to that, nigga? So, nigga, he working with the police, I'm working with the government, nigga. Come on out here, nigga. Bring your bitch ass on out here, nigga. We ready for war with anybody, anybody, nigga. I ain't just talking. You bitch ass niggas scared of James Prince. Fuck James Prince. Fuck his daughter, his kids, his organization, nigga. If you a mob, I'm a nation.
Is Houston's check-in culture really about keeping people safe? Or is it just another way of controlling who gets to move freely in the city? That's the question Charleston White is throwing straight into the fire. And once again, he isn't holding back.
Movement. Run up on me, James Prince. I'm gonna go to war with the goddamn police for all this shit I got in here, nigga. What's wrong with you, niggas, nigga? I can go to war with police. What's wrong with you, bitch ass? I don't give about nothing, nigga. You bitch ass niggas, James Prince, mob ties, nigga, and the nigga, come go to war with a nigga ready for war.
In one of his most fiery rants to date, Charleston called out JPrinceJr. and the mob ties movement, tearing into the entire idea that celebrities need permission slips to visit Houston. To Charleston, the whole thing doesn't look like respect. It looks like fear disguised as tradition, and he's daring anyone to prove him wrong. He isn't whispering either. He's putting mob ties directly under the spotlight, dragging their name into the middle of a conversation the rap world has been avoiding for years.
Yeah, make the white boy motorcycle game. Make Taylor Swift check in. Make Khloe Kardashian check in. What's the white boy name on The Voice? Make every motherfucking body check in. What's the white boy name down here? Post Malone, make him check in.
Yeah.
Why the niggas got to check in? I just left Houston last week. I ain't check in. Yeah, I went through Houston, went to Beaumont. Nah, I ain't check in. So why the niggas got to check in, Mr. Prince? Mob tie.
The way he sees it, checking in doesn't protect artists. It traps them. And if mob ties really wants to claim power, Charleston's making sure everybody knows that power has cracks in it. The first thing Charleston does is go right JPrinceJr. head on, no filters, no hesitation. He laughs at the idea of mob ties holding any weight and points out the hypocrisy of the entire check-in system.
No wonder everybody got to check in, y'all. Now I'm checking in with the police department. Police department told me, hey man, you got a problem with Mr. James Prince. Austin, we hear you got a problem with James Prince. Man, we scared of him. I swear to God, y'all, I just got the call from the Houston's mayor's office and the gang unit police department in Houston, Texas. They are scared of fire rappers.
His argument? If Houston really believes in this rule, then it should apply to everyone equally, not just rappers. Why is it that Post Malone, Taylor Swift, or Khloe Kardashian can slide into town without a single phone call? But young rappers are told they can't even step off the plane without checking in with the princes. Charleston frames it as proof that the system is less about safety and more about exploiting certain groups.
Houston is more of a player town. Houston is way player, homie. They ain't just hunting down celebrities. You can go to Houston with your jewelry on, go to the club and have fun. Takeoff was just a fluke. But you can go to Houston and party and have fun all night, go to different sides of Houston. And you can't do that you can't do that in LA.
He mocks the whole idea, repeating names of white celebrities who've never had to play by these rules, daring anyone to explain why the standards are different. It's a bold way to start, but that's Charleston's style. His opening shot isn't just a diss, it's an attack on the very foundation of the check-in culture, showing how shaky it looks once you start asking questions. And he doesn't stop there.
All that setup dealing with JPrinceJr. and mob ties, because they extort. See, JPrinceJr. and them try to extort, but they don't come up. When they come up here, they be on their best behavior. When mob ties come up to Dallas, nigga, I was in DG with the homie. When Houston played Dallas, throwing money like a motherfucker, they be on their best behavior.
Because the next thing he does is zoom in on the bigger picture, and that's where the conversation really gets uncomfortable. Charleston doesn't just question JPrinceJr. personally, he questions the entire system of check-ins that's been normalized in hip-hop.
Yeah, I don't think they mob ties is mob ties. It's rap-a-lot ties, but they ain't got no mob to move nothing in America. They can't persuade no judge like the real Italian mafia can. They ain't got no construction contracts like the real mob ties in New York has with the unions. And no. They just playing gangster like the niggas playing. Jay Prince is a mogul, but he don't have a mob. And he not a mob.
For years, certain cities have been branded as dangerous territory, places where outsiders need approval from local gatekeepers before moving around. It's been described as a sign of respect. But Charleston flips that logic on its head. He calls it extortion dressed up in polite language. Respect, he argues, is earned, not demanded at the airport.
Antonio is dangerous. It's a lot of places that's dangerous. But you can go as a black rapper, a black celebrity, and have fun in these towns, long as you don't check in to JPrinceJr. JPrinceJr. is the boy. Everything happened around him. He the boy. Not the city of Houston. JPrinceJr. is the boy trying to play gangster mob, homie, really discrediting his father's name and legacy. Couldn't be private kid school, so why would you check into the private school? Private school, homie. Now, Jazz is way more player from what I heard. But JPrinceJr. go beat up the bitches, stick his long fingernails when they walk by the strip club, bite their booty, all kind of shit. He an unruly motherfucker. You done heard the rumor, man. Come on, homie. Yeah, all the girls in the strip club say he got long fingernails, be trying to stick his fingers up.
And if safety depends on whether or not someone checks in, then what kind of protection is that really? His tone makes it clear. If this setup worked, we wouldn't see so many tragedies happen in these same cities. The way Charleston presents it, check-in culture is a business model, not a safety measure. And if rappers are forced to play along while pop stars and Hollywood actors don't, then it's not about respect at all. It's about control.
Yeah. Okay, for sure. But I did see the mob ties in the J Prince rant too, bro.
Man, nigga, ain't nobody scared of them niggas.
I'm saying like what, but like where does that come from? Where does that come from?
Because somebody asked the question. We not afraid of J Prince up here in Dallas. Homie, he ain't had no influence up here. His sons, none of that shit. My nigga right there, nigga, they come through and try to do something. Nigga, we some big dogs up here. Nah, homie, them niggas only big down now. Mob ties don't exist up here because when the police kill somewhere, it's mob ties. When we need murder solved in the community and these niggas kill babies, where is mob ties? When the women is getting beat and raped, where is mob ties, homie? Where is mob ties for the community program? Nigga, fuck mob ties, nigga. Harder we working for these kids up here. Don't bring no motherfucking mob ties up to me, nigga. Them niggas don't do a goddamn thing.
But Charleston isn't just calling it fake. He's pointing to moments where it's already failed in the worst way possible. That's when he brings up the tragedy that shook hip-hop to its core. When Takeoff was killed in Houston, the entire culture stopped to ask what went wrong. If checking in is supposed to guarantee protection, then how does something that devastating still happen on the Prince's watch? Charleston calls it what it is. A fluke that proved the system doesn't actually prevent chaos. He even goes further, saying Houston has always been a player's town, a place where artists should be able to pull up, wear their jewelry, hit the clubs, and have a good time without worrying about politics. By his logic, Houston shouldn't even need a check-in system. In fact, Charleston says the whole thing makes the city look weaker, not stronger, because real power wouldn't need constant reminders or forced rituals, and as he's pointing this out, he's also laying the groundwork for a bigger shot. Because for Charleston, this isn't just about one city or one tragedy. It's about how mob ties has been branding themselves for years, and what that brand really means when the spotlight hits it. Charleston's sharpest punch comes when he breaks down mob ties' image. He compares them to the Italian mafia, and then tears the comparison apart piece by piece. Where's the political pull? Where's the construction contracts, the unions, the judges in their back pockets? To him, mob ties is nothing more than a brand, a street-level image pretending to be something bigger. He mocks the name itself, saying it's nothing but Raylot ties, a reference to Rap-A-Lot Records, because they don't have the power to actually move anything in America the way a real mafia does. That's why he laughs at the mystique, calling them out as playing gangster, without the infrastructure to back it up. It's a dangerous statement to make, but Charleston leans into it with confidence. His goal isn't just to expose cracks in mob ties' image. It's to make people question whether that image was ever real to begin with. And that's when he pivots, aiming his next shots directly at JPrinceJr. himself, accusing him of being the weak link that's dragging the whole name down. According to Charleston, JPrinceJr. isn't just failing to live up to the mob ties brand. He's actually damaging his father's legacy. He paints him as reckless, pointing to rumors from strip clubs about disrespectful behavior and wild antics that make him look more like a wannabe than a leader. Charleston draws a sharp contrast between JPrinceJr. and Jazz Prince, calling Jazz way more player, while portraying Jr. as someone trying too hard to act like a gangster. By Charleston's account, the son doesn't just lack power, he's embarrassing the name that once carried real weight in hip-hop. He even compares the idea of checking in with JPrinceJr. to being forced to respect someone who went to private school, a way of saying his street credibility doesn't match the image he's trying to project. These attacks are brutal, but Charleston isn't aiming for subtlety. He's trying to expose JPrinceJr. as the weakest part of mob ties, someone whose behavior has opened the door for the entire brand to be questioned. But he doesn't stop at personal shots. He raises a bigger question. If mob ties really holds power, where are they when it matters most? This is where Charleston shifts the argument from personal attacks to community issues. He asks the hard questions. If mob ties really runs Houston, why don't they show up when women are hurt, when children are killed, or when real crimes need solving? Why is their energy focused on rappers checking in instead of protecting neighborhoods and uplifting communities? He calls it out as hypocrisy, saying they only enforce their so-called influence on people who can't fight back. But when it comes to real problems, the kind that demand leadership, mob ties is nowhere to be found. It's a devastating point because it reframes the entire narrative. If they were really about respect and protection, wouldn't their first responsibility be to the city itself, not to outsiders with jewelry? Charleston paints the picture clearly. Mob ties look strong when they're flexing on rappers, but invisible when it comes to protecting Houston's people. That contradiction, he says, proves everything, and it sets up his next twist, which pulls an even bigger name into the conversation. Charleston doesn't just keep his fire on mob ties, he throws another curveball into the mix by bringing up WAC 100. According to Charleston, JPrinceJr. has been looking nervous lately, and the reason is simple. Rumors claim that WAC 100 has ties to federal agents. Charleston speculates that the feds are watching closely, and that alone has shaken the confidence of someone who built a career off of mystique. It's a shocking claim. And while Charleston frames it as speculation, the way he tells it makes it sound like a chess game where the princes are losing, by suggesting that mob ties is vulnerable not just on the streets, but also with the law. Charleston adds another layer of pressure. Whether it's true or not, It feeds into the narrative that the empire is cracking from multiple sides: public opinion, internal reputation, and now even outside surveillance. It's a risky claim, but it gives Charleston's rant another level of intrigue. And just as quickly as he introduces it, he shifts back to his bigger point: the true difference between fear and respect. In the end, Charleston boils the entire debate down to one idea. Real power doesn't come from fear. It comes from respect. You can't force people to honor your name by threatening them at the airport. You can't demand loyalty with dice games and extortion. Respect is something earned. And Charleston argues mob ties lost theirs the moment people started associating their name with bloodshed, chaos, and unanswered questions. He says the mystique is gone, the fear has faded, and without those elements, the check-in culture can't survive. More importantly, he's sending a message to artists. Don't let anyone trick you into believing you need permission to enjoy a city. Houston, he says, is still a player's town, a place where people can party, shine, and thrive. But that freedom only exists if people stop feeding into the illusion of mob ties control. And it's that argument, the push for freedom over fear, that closes Charleston's case with authority. Charleston White's rant might sound wild at first, but underneath all the chaos, his point is clear. Mob ties doesn't represent respect. It represents control, and control built on fear can't last forever. By calling out JPrinceJr. directly, mocking the check-in culture, and questioning where mob ties really stands in the community, Charleston has forced the rap world to confront uncomfortable questions. Is Houston's check-in culture really about safety, or has it become a trap that artists no longer need to accept? Whether people see Charleston as reckless or as the one person bold enough to say what others are thinking, one thing is undeniable: he's changed the conversation. And if his words ring true, the entire concept of check-in might be on its way out for good. Because at the end of the day, respect isn't demanded, it's earned. And the moment fear replaces respect, the culture has already moved on.